everyone, what up? Welcome back to Top Tier Arcade. My name is Steve, and we're back in the spare bedroom in my apartment where we're currently housing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pinball. And this is going to be part 4 of that pinball restoration. In this video, we're going to be checking inside of the cabinet what's remaining, clean out any parts or any remaining things that are there that can be useful, wiping it down, vacuuming it out. Cleaning supplies, nothing too crazy, maybe just a diluted Windex for the inside, and also just warm water. And also maybe just touch up the outside as far as cleaning it down. I also want to put the bolts in the head that I've picked up and screw that down tightly, and maybe screw down the third speaker in the cabinet, which has been removed, not removed, I guess de-screwed and just left on the side there. So anything else we'll jump to, and this might be a video where I might jump down to, so if I look different, it's going to be in a few parts because I just don't want to spend this entire video cleaning and showing that. So let's jump right in. The first thing we're going to do is take the back glass off, take the glass itself, and start working on it. So let me just show you what it looks like. Looks kind of cool, huh? Just with the glass. You know, so there's a screwdriver in there, right there, that was left by the previous owner. There's some parts and screws that I may need, some washers, and you see that's my list of things to do to the machine that I have to cross off. And then there's the speaker that will actually go right there. Now, and there's a big hole here as well. Did I show you guys this before? That's right there. Now, I don't know if that was meant for like a sub or a bigger speaker, or maybe even a shaker motor, which doesn't make sense because the shaker motor I don't think needs a hole. So it could have been a bigger speaker that it was removed, maybe used for another game. But it's okay, I'm going to use that one right there and take the cash pan out and just wipe it down. So I'm going to put you in a montage mode. I always think they're kind of cool. I'll show an overhead view of me cleaning, and we'll come back to it. So let's cut away. Let me take the back glass and the glass off. I'll show you the insides and what it looks like, and then I'll cut away the montage, and then we'll cut back and see what it looks like clean and what we found in the cabinet and take it from there. Alright, so let me just give you a in-depth kind of view here of what there's. See that crud right there. Obviously the the siding here. I just have a fan on. It's getting warm in here. Let's get in further and see what we can see. There's that screwdriver. There's a lot of wood chips and whatever in the back. Some parts that we can use. Some not literature, some stickers right there. That's cool. That's the actual tag. There's the serial number, which is neat. So let me set you up now that you've seen the inside and what to do. Again, I'm going to take that off as well and wipe this down, get the vacuum, and let's clean up the turtles. Also, I'm going to remove this. I have not the same, but I have one that says insert 3 balls. I'm going to clean this as much as I can as well. So really just get ready for when we get the cabinet back. Everything is nice and neat and very clean, and doesn't have that old pinball smell, which is I guess moist, damp wood with smoke, just overall people and rat piss and whatever else was in here. So let's cut to that and quick montage of me cleaning, and we'll come back and see what it looks like. So I hope you enjoyed that quick montage of just me cleaning and repairing some of the cabs. So as you can see here, there's still a little, I guess, tarnish on that. I might do, a Brasso or some sort of solution that will clean that, but I don't have it with me. But it looks actually a lot better than it did before. Just a little here and the glue there, but that's where the other sticker is going to go anyway, so no big deal. That's what it looks like inside. Very clean. Now you can see the Turtles logo right there. So that's been done. What I've done here is I removed that the wood, and then I neatly just tucked with a washer here. Not too tight, just snug enough to hold it down. I put a ground here just as an extra little neatness, and then I put the speaker there where it belongs. Now it's pointing outwards. Clean the entire cabinet. It looks really nice. Hopefully everything comes together. I'm going to be actually putting the artwork on the sides as well very shortly. So what I might do is, because this video is going to be a lot shorter, is maybe another day I'll cut back and I'll start doing that. Now in the meantime, so the speaker's on, the cabinet's very clean. Now what I'm going to do next is I will get easy. So what I'm going to get is right here, the head bolts right there. I'm going to just wipe this down. There's a little wood, and I'm going to get those, and I'll set you up, and I'll put it in. I'll show you what bolts that you use on this game as well. So far all the stickers I've labeled, which is good news, is still here. You know, the all the 24 or whatever I've labeled. So can't wait to get it back. Adriano's doing a great job on it. He's already started it. It's a little scary because he had to strip away the Mylar, and it's actually pulled some of the paint, but he's very confident and not to worry. So let me set you up, and I'll show you what I'm going to use to hold down the head. All right, so let me just show you what carriage bolts that the head uses. Again, I don't know if it's standard in all games, but this is on a Data East. So I'll just show you in my local hardware store. Any Canadian knows obviously where, what store this is. So this is a 3/8 carriage bolt. I bought a chocolate bar, and then coffee crisp, and then the nuts for them because I wanted to make it too easy. So that's what they look like. 3/8 wing nuts, and this is the carriage bolts, and then here's the glare terrible RD. What's that say? RDB. I don't know. So that's what they look like. 3/8. If anyone wants one, that's what they look like, and it works very well. So let me set you up now that you know what it is. I got actually a little glue gun, and now that's gone and smooth. That's still a little tarnished, but whatever. Looks a lot better. And then, yeah, let me set you up, and let's put on the carriage bolts. Should be very straightforward. All right. Okay, so let's get set up here. I'm going to keep the packaging just so in case I need it another time. So I'm going to reach in right here underneath, and I can already see there's like a little metal pre-drilled screw thing. It's not the word. And I'm putting it up here. As you can see, it's going to come right up here. There it is. Because when I was playing this game and I was nudging it, it was worrying me because I'm like, man, the head was shaking back and forth a little, even though the Data East games have quick locks, but I was a little concerned. I'm like, you know what, man? And I have to put a washer. Silly. I bought washers as well. So I bought this washer kit, 260 piece, that's right. I'm putting a washer. Apparently all my guys are saying definitely put a washer. So I will. Yeah. So I don't know what size that is, but a washer that fits that definitely. So let's put that there. I'm putting a little bigger washer than normal, just so it has a little more surface area to grip onto. So I'm going to screw this in. Get out of here. DMD wires in there. Beautiful. There it is. Okay. It's on pretty good. Very good. Okay, it's not going anywhere. Alright, so that's in. That's one. And we'll do the other one. So while I have you and we're doing this, so yeah, that's definitely in now. Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. Yeah, before I was giving a little, but that's not going anywhere. Now I'm gonna have to relocate the this lit speaker, but shouldn't be a problem. Now while we have a second to talk here, so far so good, you know. I was a little intimidated removing the play field, as I mentioned in the last video, and had a few days to think about and look at a lot of the pictures that I've taken. I took around 78 pictures, and all my pinball guys are like, Steve, man, doesn't matter how many pictures you take, you never know. So hopefully, get out of here. So hopefully I get to put it back with the least of trouble. And I know a couple of my guys said they'll help, but no one's worked on turtles before. So they're not that experienced, and plus they laugh to say, oh, this game's shit. So either way. Alright, so here we go. Okay. So that's what it looks like done. One there on the left, and one there as well. So those have been now tightened up. As you can see, there's no wiggle in the head now. That's not going anywhere. So, you know, shaking the cab and shaking it back and forth will be no problem. So little things like that, just tie it down and make it nice. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna stop for today. I'm gonna just put everything back now that it's nice and clean. Clean up a little, put the glass back, and then when you see me next, we're gonna do a few things. One will be, just because this is a shorter video, one will be doing the side art, and this is, or excuse me, the side blades and the art, and that's going to be the first time I'm going to be installing those. And if you're new to the Restore, I'm going to be adding the Ping Graphics stock and basic Ghostbusters. Now you might be saying, but Steve, this is Turtles. But all it is just a night with buildings, and then it actually fits the theme of Turtles perfectly. So we're going to put them on. Hopefully they look nice. Worst case scenario, we can always take them off if they look weird. At the same time, they're $80 Canadian, and I don't want to waste it. So next you see me, we're going to jump to the blades. We're going to set it up. I have clamps to clamp them down, which is good. I have two good, like, big ones, and I'll put one there and one there, and line it up, and hopefully that looks great. So next time you see me, we're going to install the art blades. And then once that's done, I think we're going to just tackle this here. Now, I bought an actual screw for this. Here, I'll show you. And this is the security screw. And I have a washer here somewhere. And I'm going to put that in, and that's going to cover. So, you know, but I do want to actually Bondo this right here, because obviously that's the wrong paint and it's too much. And I don't mind. I'm gonna spray paint it black in the screw, the carriage bolt to cover this, because I don't mind, because artwork's missing. So this will cover the entire artwork. I'm just gonna do this part here. So we'll be back, and we're gonna install the art blades. All right, everyone. It's been a few days since I last touched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pin. Like I said, I finally got the courage, and I'm ready to. I mean, it's easy because the playfield's out. Everyone's laughing. So I'm going to apply the inner art, especially when there's no playfield. I was just strategizing how I'm going to do it. I just don't want to screw it up. It's my first time. And talked to my pinball guys, looked online, and we're going to be installing the inner art blades. So here's what they look like. Now, if you're familiar with this is actually Stern's Ghostbusters inner art that Ping Graphics did. This is kind of the default one, or like the generic one. But the continuity between this and the Turtles is very similar, because it reminds me of the Konami Beat 'em Up 4-player, where at the beginning, this is the actual intro, like it shows the building. So between this and Turtles, it's very similar. Plus, if you look here, the plastics, maybe that they meant for this, but they either maybe didn't want to spend more time or money on it. You can tell the actual plastics in the back have the yellow buildings with the purple backing. Look, it looks identical. And then there's a more here. It doesn't, and then on the playfield, I don't have it, of course, but the artwork, it shows buildings. So that continuity will definitely show through. Hope it looks good. The worst case scenario, if it really doesn't look good, I can remove them. I know they're $80. I'd hate to waste that. Plus, Che, my buddy, when he went to Allentown, picked it up for me. So it should be good. We're going to install them. I mean, it won't be really complete until we drop the playfield in and really see what it looks like. So why don't we get right to it? Now, I'm going to montage this, or maybe I shouldn't because this is maybe new to people, but maybe I'll start to just show how I'm doing it. And then I'll just switch to a montage and then see the final approach, because I do have the clamps here, and then I have tape, and then I actually have a spatula. But this, I've never actually used this for cooking. This actually just comes off, and I just use the top just to actually straighten it down. So let me set you up. Let's get right to it. And yeah, let's install the inner art. Now I'm going to start with this one just because it's closer, and I have a little more room to to grab here and maneuver and be comfortable with the material. So if you're going to see a lot of my back, actually I'll put it frontward so you can see it. Okay, let's get right to it. Enough talk. All right, so let's do this. Let's set up the pin blades. It should be easy because the playfield's out, so I have a lot of room here. Now the thing is, I'm going to there's obviously a white border around this. And I was thinking of removing it and then clamping it, but that's a bad idea because they do adhesive. Now, what I've done just to prepare for this is right here, if you remember, they had these. Oh, where are they? They had these black, it was like a little plastic that cover the hex bolt here. And, I didn't want it under, but again, this is very thick, so I was going to put it over it, but it doesn't make sense, so I'm just removing them, and I'm going to cover them. Now, the thing is, I don't know if this is supposed to be longer or shorter. I'm lining this up, and I'm just putting it right to the tip here, and it gets close to the buttons around 1.5 inches away, maybe even 2 inches away. No, not even. Around 1.5 inches away, which is pretty good, so it's pretty good side art. That looks to be good. And, yeah, let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. You just want to make sure that I want to make sure that, well, let's do this first. Okay. So I'm going to want that further back. Oop. Let's do this way. Dust here. Okay. Now that looks pretty good. That looks pretty precise there. That looks good. Now the big thing is judging how much room does this paper behind it take off. So where's my scissors? All right, let's get right to it. The longer I wait, the more I anticipate, the more I get nervous. So looks pretty lined up to me. I know it's actually probably a little low. You know what? Let's remove this. And I'm going to cut. Actually, maybe I'll fold. Make sure I'm. Yeah, that looks good. Right there. I don't want any green showing. That looks pretty good. Maybe I'll just scoot off the back like this. Well, that makes sense. Well, that makes a lot of sense. But let me get this. We're doing this live. Ah! All right. Good. So what I'm doing is I've clamped it down, and I'm not cutting it. I'm just actually peeling the back of it off and making sure that it's just even on this. Lower this a little. You don't want to get in with the glasses. Yeah, it might be going a little high. Please move it. Shit. No, I'm not liking it because it's actually wait. Nah. Nope. Nope. Shit. Wait. It's a little differently now. Wait, let's attempt one sec. Something's not lining up because I'm showing that it's actually coming higher. It's coming higher up, which I do not want. Alright, that's good. It's okay. It hasn't been on long. You know, we got to do this because this adhesive may not stay on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it this way. I'm actually going to come down, because I have the room. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to fold with it so then it comes on. Ah, shit. No! One sec. Actually, let me just cut this, because now it's going to be in the way. I'll just lift it as it comes here. Okay, so far okay. So far okay. Let me just cut this. Whew, I'm nervous. Okay. Shit. The clamp thing wasn't working because it's sliding. For fuck's sake. There we go. Okay, good. I'm going right in. What does it look like? You know what, that actually looks good. Whew, one sec. I wanted to leave a little at the top for in case that's where the glass goes. All right, we're good. That was 9 out of 10. I don't know, was it? The hell. All right, no air bubbles. I can already tell nothing. Give that a sec to come on. Let me put a little more pressure with my hand. I guess I'm gonna do this. Let me just use a sock. I just want to put more pressure on it like this. Yeah, very good. Very good. All right. You guys still with me? Shit. Now, I know this is a little short, but this, remember, it's not meant for this. So if you look back, that's where the curve was. And I actually brought it a little out. So pretty good. A little green at the top, to be honest, man. It's good because that's where the glass is going to go and you won't even see it because it's going to be covered. So it looks pretty good. And that's where the toys are going to sit and all that. So let's go to the second one. Or do you guys want to see that? Why don't I montage the second one because you've already seen what it looks like. So let's set that up. Whew. All right, so I'm excited. As you can see, look at the second one. Looks nice, all lined up. I've squeegeed it, gave it 5 minutes to just hang out. What do you guys think? It's different, eh? Like, I mean, I'm like, oh, I don't know, that purple. But I'm thinking, wait a minute. Purple, Foot Clan, purple, the continuity between the plastics like we saw before. The lightning, the Foot Clan, turtles, kind of rainy. And whatever, man. I'm just trying to make shit up now just to make it work. But either way, let me just move this. What we're going to do next. So I'm confident. I'm happy. I mean, this is 2 seconds. The insert 3 balls here. I have the sticker. Now, this is, I think, made... No, it says for anyone. The other one I had was red, but I really don't care. I just wanted to say install 3 balls. So let me actually just do this. I'll do it live. No need to set, let me just set you up here. All right. Is that as far down as it's gonna go or what? Nope, right there. Okay. We good? Good. All right, so far it looks good. All right, let's undo this baggie here. I'm gonna put it right where the old one was. I'm gonna keep that bag in case for a reference. So I'm going to put it right there, right exactly where it was. Should be easy enough. Yep, it's just a sticker. What was that? Exactly where it was before. Install 3 balls. Beautiful. Even, nice, good. Swiping it. It has like a glossy top here. Right in the middle. Shorter than the original sticker. Put it right in the middle. Looks good. Install 3 balls. That's ready to roll. Yes, good. Little things make it come together. I love it. All right, let me undo this. I know it's a sticker. I know you're like laughing at me. I don't care. It's a sticker. Oh, Steve put a sticker on. What a badass. All right, so install 3 sticker balls. That looks nice and neat, beautiful, nice and even. Here's what I want to tackle next. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to get to it because there's bolts there. You see those right there? I'm tilting you still. I want to remove this. I have the replacement decal for that. As you can tell, that's all mashed up. And I want to install that. Now, I'm thinking... I guess I'm going to have to take that off, but I just don't want to... How am I going to do this? Well, what am I thinking? What's this holding up anyways? What is that? I don't want to drop the head. My God. Let me see how I'm going to do this. Let me set you up in just a sec. Maybe I can just cut around. No, that's gonna look stupid. Anyways, I'll be back in just a sec. Taking you guys for a ride here, and see how I'm gonna just install the back part. Give me 1 sec. So what I'm gonna do is first thing, just so I can kind of see what I'm dealing with, I'm just gonna unstick this. Obviously, there's a lot of adhesive there still, and I'll grab my Goo Gone and I'll clean this up to make it look nice. And then we'll reapply it. So we'll see. Let me take this off and I'll be back in a sec. Interesting. All right, so I have the head open and the screws are exposed right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can see, what I've done is remove the sticker. And I'm gonna leave, well, that's perfect because it has the kind of the outline of where the other one goes. I'm gonna remove them 2 at the top. Put half the sticker on, put them back, 2 at the bottom, and the same thing. And this is what it looks like. I just took an X-Acto. And this was actually meant to be in 2 pieces because there's a line right there that that shows it. So like this. So I cut that, and then we'll do it one at a time, and then I'll poke a hole. I don't know, I guess I'll get scissors or something to do so, and then we'll just put it in. All right, so I'm gonna just unscrew these. We'll put on the sticker, and then I'll see what we'll see what it looks like. Hopefully that goes well, and the head's on. Actually, that's why I took the back glass off, because I was a little worried. And so we can get to it easy. Okay. All right, so what I've done is, see those punch holes? I'll show you how I did it. I'm a big cigar smoker and aficionado myself. That's my second hobby. And what I did is took a cigar punch, which is it's sharp, and then just dug in 2 holes, and it works very well. Very, very well. I knew that could come in handy. So what I'm going to do is let's take the sticker off, and we'll put the holes through and make, because I've tried it and it fits. Okay, there goes that. Actually, you know, it's going to be probably easier to line up. Ooh, it's getting dark. Actually, shoot, I should have had the light on for this. I'm silly. Silly Steve. Silly guy. No, this is not going to work. I have to do this quick. Guys, I'll be back, because actually, no, just keep alive. Fuck. Okay. Let's line up the holes. There we go. There we go. There we go. Very good. Very good. Okay. That's what a staple is, no problem. There we go. Nice sticker. Just get this so it slides easy. Good. Good. Alrighty, so damn, got dark faster than I thought. All right, so screw goes in. Good. Just your hand, screw 2. Just like that. Wow, looks good. Really, really good. Good. All right, so let me cut away. I'm going to do the second half. So I don't have to really film the second half, so you just saw how I did it. Punched it. Looks great, so I'll be back. All right, guys, so it's dark, and I'm just about done. I've been actually, like, done about an hour ago. You see that screw right there on the right? It wasn't, like, flush when I put it in. It keeps turning now. Now, normally, I wouldn't have a big deal, but the problem now is this, is I was keep turning it, and it's screwing up the artwork. Now, mind you, I made the hole a little bigger. Ugh, that looks ugly. Yeah, I made that, like, so it looks still okay, but it keeps turning. And I can't undo it because I want to scratch or cut the new decal I put on there, so this is getting stupidly frustrated. Look, I can turn around and around. So, I mean, what I should have been done around a half an hour ago, just cleaning up, and I can't get that. So I don't know how I'm going to undo that stupid bolt without scratching. So if I do come back, it might be the next day because it's getting a little late here. And I haven't even ate yet. So I might revisit this. What a stupid thing. I guess it just didn't line up flush. And then when I just kept turning it, it was kind of going in like sideways. So what a little pain in the ass. I'll be back. If it's the next day, just to wrap up the video and put everything back, I may have to, just because I may not be able to get to this by the end of the day or the end of the night. So I'll be back. Stupid little thing. Okay, that was hell. 20 minutes just to go. Here's what I did. I ended up getting a knife. If you guys ever run into this. I got a knife and I stuck it in there so then this can only turn. I know this is a shit angle. So I stuck it in there, found a little groove, and then turned it and it went away. And then I had to undo it a little because it was so tight with the quick lock. I had to undo it a little. So I put a few washers behind it, as you can see. So it snugs up and it's beautiful. Here's what it looks like. The artwork looks pretty good. Just a little around here because it went round and round, but that was normal. So yeah, it looks good. Look at that. That's quick lock, done. So that's done. So that was took longer than expected. The blades were the easiest part. So that was a little annoying. So let's put back this together. And that should be enough for this video. That was this is going to be, I assume, what is this, part 4? Yeah, so part 4. And let's sign off properly, and then we'll see what we're going to do next. Whew. Alright everyone, well that was part 4 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Pinball Restore. I know we had to break it up in different days and different parts, but a lot was done. A lot of little things, cleaning the cab, tighten up the speaker, putting on the side art, putting on the stickers, and then putting on the back sticker as well. And so it's really taken shape. It's really exciting. And I think the next part we're going to do is we're going to attack the front of the cabinet, bondo that, paint it, and take it from there. And then from there we'll, I guess, see if we can change the start button with the clear red, so then we can LED that up later on, and then maybe even do some very touch repaint and spray paint on the parts that are missing because it's not too much. So we'll see what when part 5 throws our way. But again, hope you guys liked the video. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do so. There's a lot more coming. Turtles is coming on its way. It's exciting. Little by little, even one sticker removes, my list of things to add. So it's definitely exciting, and it's been a pleasure. Thanks again for checking out Top Tier. Peace.